Jazzit's Public Sector Accounting Financial Statements. The Public Sector Accounting format, commonly referred to as the PSAB format, is available when using the 9-column version of the financial statement templates. It includes the various statements required by the Public Sector Accounting Board, including the non-financial assets section on the balance sheet, the accumulated surplus, which can be presented at the bottom of the income statement on a separate page or switched off completely, a statement of changes in accumulated surplus or deficit, including functionality for prior period adjustments, a statement of changes in net financial assets or deficit. As indicated, the PSAB format is available when using the 9-column framework in the financial statements. In order to load the 9-column framework, click on Admin in the Home menu. When the Admin panel opens, use this button to switch from the default 2-column to the 9-column framework. You will be prompted to confirm your selection. Click Yes. It will take a few moments to load, during which time this message will be displayed. When loaded, the button provides the option to switch back to the 2-column framework. Select Client Profile to gain access to the options for your client's corporate structure. With the 9-column framework loaded, these options now include the PSAB option. When using the 2-column framework, this option is not available. Once selected, the PSAB statements indicate the wording changes for the balance sheet, which is now the statement of financial position, the income statement, now the statement of operations, the statement of retained earnings, which is now the statement of accumulated surplus or deficit, and also the additional statement of changes in net financial assets. If you move down to the statement of financial position by double-clicking on the reference in the statement menu, you will note that the format has been switched to unclassified, if it was classified before, and the first section is now the financial assets section. While items such as inventory, prepaid expenses, and tangible capital assets are now presented under non-financial assets. The statement of retained earnings is now the statement of changes in accumulated surplus or deficit. If you want the statement of changes in accumulated surplus combined with the statement of operations, switch off the statement of changes in accumulated surplus on the statement menu using this button. The two statements are now combined on the statement menu. To move to the top of these combined statements quickly, double-click on the reference. The changes in accumulated surplus are displayed immediately below the calculated annual surplus or deficit. When the statement of changes in accumulated surplus is switched on using this button, the statement appears as a separate statement below the statement of operations, although it can be sorted to a different position using the Statement Sort button. If you do not require the statement of changes in accumulated surplus, you can disable it by switching it off on the statement menu, which then combines it with the statement of operations, as we just saw. But then, if you do not require it on the statement of operations, you can switch it off completely in the heading of the statement of operations using this drop-down option. The statement of changes in accumulated surplus allows you to reconcile any differences in the accumulated surplus account. It also provides the functionality for prior period adjustments. To edit the opening balance and include prior period adjustments, use this button. Enter the adjusted surplus or deficit here. If you need to display any prior period adjustments, use this checkbox. And enter the required adjustments in this area. Please remember, if you select to display these prior period adjustments, this statement cannot be combined with the statement of operations, as indicated beside this checkbox. Let's take a look at the statement of changes in net financial assets. To get there, double-click on the reference. This statement was activated when you selected the PSAB structure, and you still need to load the column defaults using this button. Once loaded, you could open the Statement Settings area here and make any required changes to the columns selected using these options available at the top of the statement. Let's quickly recap what we just learned. The Jazzit 9-column financial statements offer a PSAB, or Public Sector Accounting Board, format, which includes the following: a non-financial assets section on the balance sheet, a statement of accumulated surplus or deficit, which can be presented at the bottom of the income statement, on a separate page, or switched off completely, a statement of changes in accumulated surplus or deficit, including functionality for prior period adjustments, and a statement of changes in net financial assets or net debt. CaseWare should be easy. Visit us at www.jazzit.com to find out how.